Last lecture, we talked about the origin of Chinese costumes. Now we move to archaeological discoveries of the Xia and Shang dynasty costumes in the Bronze Culture period. The Xia dynasty was the first dynasty in the history of our country. Although there is no image data of clothing, it can be seen that silk and linen have been used as clothing materials, and dyed with vermilion. The productivity in ancient society was not quite developed. People did not have the ability to understand and transform the nature, so they often prayed to a supernatural force to realize their wishes. This is where the primitive religious beliefs began. So people at that time respected heaven and earth, ancestors, gods, etc. Such kind of reverence is embodied in the clothing, that is, the shape of the petticoats under the jacket and the clothing color of the xuan yi xun shang, black top and red bottom, has been established, among which the jacket represents the sky because the sky is dark black when it is not clear. So they use dark black on the jacket. The lower petticoats symbolize the earth, for the land is red and yellow, so the lower petticoats are red and yellow. It is said in history that Yu, the first king of the Xia dynasty, lived a simple life, but paid great attention to clothing when offering sacrifices to heaven and ancestors. He carefully arranged in advance, dressed beautifully and delicately, to show respect for heaven and earth and ancestors. The Xia dynasty has established a set of clothing system centered on the imperial sacrificial clothing Mianfu. Its form, color, and pattern all originate from the respect for heaven and earth and the pursuit of the universe order. The Shang dynasty developed since the Xia dynasty and was a period of development for China's slave society. Silkworm and mulberry industry has developed rapidly. People invented silk weaving technology, which can weave dark flower diamond pattern, checked pattern, and gyration pattern on the bronze dagger unearthed in Anyang City, Henan Province. A trace of silk diamond pattern lining pattern on the bronze dagger unearthed in Anyang City, Henan Province. A trace of silk diamond pattern lining pattern remnants was found. This is the oldest silk cultural relic specimen in the world, but only the traces on weapons, not the real objects. Cotton in China originates from the southwest and northwest regions. In ancient Hainan Island, there were shrubs that bore opening flocks. The ancient people here used flocks to spin woven fabrics. According to ancient books, the nationalities in the southwest frontier and Hainan Island gave cotton clothes as a gift to the mainland residents during the Xia Yu period. This shows that cotton was planted as early as 3,000 years ago in Hainan Island and was used for textile and clothing. In the late Shang dynasty, a social hierarchy was basically formed, distinguished by the materials and decorations of clothing. The nobles wore silk and silk-embroidered clothes, while the common people wore coarse clothes, and the slaves did not cover their bodies. From the jade carvings, stone carving, and pottery figures unearthed in Anyang, Henan, we can see the clothing styles of the nobles of the Shang dynasty. People wear flat hats, wear red lapel, crossed-colored clothes with bells around their waists, and wear knee cover, 臂膝, in front with length of clothing to the knee. Well-dressed couture underoos to wrap the legs, and wear tilted points shoes. This is a typical image of a sleeve owner. There are trims and patterns on the neckline, cuffs, hem, hat, hoop, belt, etc. of the clothes. Among them, crowns, drap clothes, and ornaments are the iconic ornaments indicating the status of nobility. The Shang dynasty attached great importance to ornaments, including various ornaments such as bones, horns, muscles, jade, and copper, among which jade was the most. Shang dynasty stone covering man unearthed in Anyang, Henan. The clothes are decorated with a stack of patterns, geometric patterns formed by the overlapping of two diamond-shaped angles. The jade of the Shang dynasty, in the collection of the Harvard Art Museum in the United States, has a vest-shaped object B in the front part of the vest. Later generations widened the width of B and changed it to a knee skirt, 臂膝. Judging from these materials, the characteristics of the clothing of the ancient Chinese people's upper garments and lower garments, 上衣下裳, were already formed in Shang dynasty. In a word, the costumes of Shang dynasty are not only practical and beautiful, but also have class connotation. The appearance of different dress grades laid a foundation for the development of dress system in Western Zhou dynasty. Okay, that's all the content of this course. The content of next course will be what is the dress system of the Western Zhou dynasty? See you next course.